It is the year 1967, and on September 3rd, at 5 o'clock in the morning, the functioning of transportation in Sweden will forever change. While countries like Great Britain have never been able to decide to change the direction of their traffic, innovative and forward-thinking Sweden is about to change its traffic direction. There are several reasons for this change, including neighboring countries driving on the right side and the majority of cars in Sweden having the steering wheel on the left side, which leads to a higher likelihood of accidents during overtaking. So 15 minutes before 5 o'clock in the morning, all cars come to halt. At 5 o'clock, the cars switch to the other side of the road, and after 15 minutes, the radio issues permission to resume movement. In modern history, this is an entirely unique event that, despite lasting only 30 minutes, will completely change the future of Sweden. But let's go back to the beginning, to the year 1734, when Sweden had already appropriately established driving on left side. Since most people are right-handed and mount their horses from the left side, it is much safer to mount from the road's edge rather than the middle. This is also the same reason why the whole world was driving on the left side at the time. However, even after Paris Convention in 1926, which unified traffic signs and rules to avoid traffic accidents based on different traffic provisions when crossing borders between the states, Sweden did not change its driving direction. Although Sweden signed this agreement, as mentioned before, driving on the left side continued in this Scandinavian country. Now it's the year 1967, and less than 12 months remain until the next convention. All its neighboring countries drive on the opposite side. It is also important to note that the number of cars on the road is rapidly increasing, and accidents due to the cars with the steering wheel on the left side are also on the rise. Nevertheless, in 1955, a referendum that could have resolved this situation by changing the driving direction was overwhelmingly rejected. It is only in 1967 that Prime Minister Dagen succeeds in definitively pushing through this proposal, after several years of delay, citing the significant increase in the number of cars since the last referendum, with 1.5 million cars on the road and an estimated 2.8 million by the year 1975. The commission, called Statens Trafikkommission, is tasked with overseeing the entire process, which will cost Sweden 2.8 million Swedish crowns, equivalent to approximately 4.7 million American dollars today. However, the most significant event, the actual change, is yet to come. As mentioned, on September 3rd at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's Day D, or rather Day H, as the entire operation is named Dagen H. The cars change their driving directions and at 5:15 driving is permitted on the new side. The entire 30 minutes are almost festive and the streets are crowded. In the first few days, the number of collisions surprisingly decreases, but by the end of the year, it is discovered that this costly turnaround did not improve safety significantly. Nevertheless, it had substantial impact on Sweden's future, as it significantly improved trade with neighboring countries, despite not achieving its primary goal and sacrificing some elements like trams, which are now rarely seen in Sweden due to this change, or buses that were sent to countries that continued driving on the left side as a gift. This transformation can now be regarded as a change that might not have happened if it had not occurred in 1967. Sweden would have missed a significant link to other countries, especially in terms of automobile transportation. If you enjoyed this video, subscribing and liking would greatly help this channel grow. Additionally, constructive criticism is welcome, as it is a valuable feedback.